To create a podcast channel, you might think you need an expensive studio, a high-end camera, and audio setup, all of which can cost you a fortune. But no doubt, podcasts are one of the popular niches on YouTube. Moreover, if you create a YouTube channel, YouTube will promote your new channels and help you reach a wider audience. You can find podcasts related to fields like army, finance, and many others. Some famous channels in these podcast niches have made a significant name for themselves, and you'll find a mix of different category podcasts on these channels. Now, you might be thinking, I don't have the money or the reach to invest so much in my channel. How will I invite celebrities to be a part of my podcast? The reality is that when you tell people your channel is new, 90% of big names will decline right away. So what's the solution to this? Don't worry. In today's era of AI, there's a solution to everything. In this video, I'll show you how to create a complete podcast channel without spending a single penny using 100% free AI tools. And the quality will be so good that no one will even realize the podcast is AI generated, all in under 10 minutes. So, for a detailed, step-by-step guide, watch the complete video without skipping any parts. Step 1. Niche selection. First, you need to select a specific niche for your podcast channel, the topic on which you want to create podcasts. I know you're probably wondering, why choose a specific niche? Well, when your channel is new with 0 subscribers, the first thing you need to do is build an audience base. This can only happen if you target a specific audience by selecting a specific niche. Once your channel grows, you can always experiment with podcasts in different niches. You can choose a niche related to finance, defense, entertainment, politics, or anything else. For example, in my case, I am selecting Nobel Prize-related news. Step 2. Scripting and storytelling. You can go to Google Labs and you will find multiple options. Click on Notebook LM. You can paste the link of any article, upload a PDF, or even paste a script that you've created or generated using AI. All these options are available to you, as you can see. And it's not limited to just one source. You can add up to 50 different sources here. Yes, 50 different links, PDFs, or text sources, whichever you prefer to add. Just make sure they're all related to the topic of your podcast. For example, if you want to add a link, simply open any article related to your niche. Let's say I open an article from the FinShots website, which is about the Nobel Prize. Since this matches our niche, I will copy the link of this article and paste it into Notebook LM. Then, click on Insert. As you can see, it processes the information and creates a summary from the link we provided. Similarly, if you are a blogger and need to generate a table of contents, FAQs, or anything else for your blog, you can easily create those from here. But we're not interested in that right now because we're making a podcast. For now, I've only pasted one article link, but as I mentioned earlier, you can add up to 50 links, PDFs, or other sources. Next, I'll click on the plus icon to add another link. I've opened another article related to the same topic, and I'll copy its link, return to Notebook LM, and paste it there. As you can see, now I'll make sure that all the sources we've added are selected. So you should use the Select All Sources option if it isn't already marked. After this, on the sidebar, you'll see an option for Audio Overview. Here, you'll click on the Generate option. It will generate podcast within 10 minutes. See, it has generated podcast. Let's play it.
Okay, so get this. The 2024 Nobel Prize in Economics goes to these 3 economists, Darren Acemoglu, Simon Johnson, and James A. Robinson. And you know what they won it for? Trying to figure out why some nations are rolling in dough while others are, well, struggling to make ends meet.
It's a question that's puzzled people for centuries, and you've sent us some really interesting articles about their work.
Right. It's not just about...
Here we have 2 hosts, one male and other female. From here, you can download it and use it. It's a magic. Creating content like this takes a lot of hard work. Finding ideas, writing scripts, editing, and designing. Hours go into every video. But when you don't subscribe, it feels disheartening. Your support really means the world to me. Step 3. Podcast Studio Setup. To generate the studio, we will use ChatGPT. We'll provide ChatGPT with a prompt, and it will generate an image prompt for us. This includes a full studio setup with a male and female host. Now, copy this prompt. Go to Leonardo AI, click on Image Generation, paste the prompt, and click Generate. It will create a podcast studio image in no time. If you'd like to regenerate it, simply click Generate again. Once you find the studio image that you like, download it and you can use it in your podcast. Step 4. Video editing. To edit this, we will be using CapCut. But first, we need a sound wave. Open Canva, click on Elements, and type sound waves. Select an animated one that looks good, and download it as a GIF. Now, import all of your data into CapCut, including the image, sound wave, and voiceover. Drag the audio to the timeline along with the podcast image. Adjust them accordingly. Then, drag the sound wave to the timeline and position it so that it appears right in front of both the male and female host's lips, making it look like they're speaking. Next, we'll add some effects to enhance the look and make it feel more natural. Select the effect and drag it onto the image. The final step is adding captions. Click on Text, then Auto Captions, and click Generate. In no time, it will create captions. You can change the templates and fonts if you'd like. Now, our podcast is ready. You can export it and upload it to YouTube. Here's our podcast.
Okay, so get this. The 2024 Nobel Prize in Economics goes to these three economists, Daron Acemoglu, Simon Johnson, and James A. Robinson. And you know what they won it for? Trying to figure out why some nations are rolling in dough while others are, well, struggling to make ends meet.
It's a question that's puzzled people for centuries, and you've sent us some really interesting articles about their work.
Right. It's not just about individuals.
Your subscription is the fuel that keeps me going. One click means the world to me. Thank you for supporting my journey.